Hi, I'm Carlene with Embroidery Library, and I'm back with 5 more tips for machine embroidery beginners. If you watched our previous video, you already have a pretty good idea of how to get started. Here are 5 more things to know to help take your machine embroidery to the next level. Number 1, use the color change sheet. When you open up designs on your machine or in embroidery software, you might notice that the colors look a little bit strange or sometimes very strange. This is perfectly normal, and it happens because different embroidery file formats have different color palettes associated with them. When we create the designs, we pull from a lot of possible colors, and not every file format knows about all those colors. So the machine or the software will fill in the blanks, and sometimes things get a little bit weird in translation. But that's okay. Every design comes with a color change sheet like this that lists the threads we used, and you can follow along with that if you want to stitch out a design like we did. Or you can choose your own colors. You're always welcome to experiment. And if you want to convert between one brand's thread numbers and another, you can use the free thread exchange tool on our site to help you out. Number 2, test your embroidery. If you're trying out your own set of colors for a design or working with a new kind of fabric, it can be a good idea to do a test sew out on a similar fabric before you stitch on your real project. This gives you a chance to make sure you like the colors you've chosen and that your fabric and stabilizer are working well together before you commit to the whole project. A test sew out can be especially helpful if you're going to embroider on something expensive or if you have a limited amount of fabric available. Number 3, consider embroidery software. If you're just getting started, you probably don't need machine embroidery software. For most machines, you can just download embroidery designs to your computer, save them onto a USB drive, and transfer them directly to your machine. If you want to do things like print out a template of a design for placement like this, or add some text next to a design, you might be interested in software. There are a lot of programs out there with very different capabilities, so it's a good idea to figure out what exactly you want to use that software for, if anything. A lot of programs have free trial versions, which can be a great way to see if they work for you. Number 4, don't resize. One thing we don't recommend is changing the size of designs in embroidery software or on your machine. Design files are created to stitch out well at a specific size, but if they get a lot bigger or smaller, you're probably going to start to see issues with quality when you start to sew them out. Now, that being said, in a lot of cases you can probably get away with a change of about 5 to 10%. But if you do that, there are changes happening to the design that we haven't quality checked, so we just can't say for sure that it's going to work. It's best to use a design that's already the size you need. Almost all of our designs are available in multiple sizes, so you're probably going to be able to find exactly what you're looking for. Number 5, try new things. There's a lot more to machine embroidery than just machine embroidery. You can stitch freestanding lace designs where you embroider on water-soluble stabilizer and then rinse it away to leave only the thread. There are in the hoop designs where you can make a finished project just by stitching out the design, and there are so many different types of these. You can use embroidery designs to quilt through layers of fabric like this. The list just goes on, and that's the fun of it. There's always going to be something that you haven't tried yet. Don't be that person who waits a year to try something like lace and misses out on all that fun. Once you try that new technique and figure it out, it's such an exciting feeling and you're going to want to do it over and over again. We hope you enjoyed this video. What questions do you have about embroidery? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you can stay up to date on all our latest machine embroidery videos.